Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. MapleStory has had a rough week. After the big summer update, the game has been extremely broken and under a ton of emergency maintenance, and additional patches were released to fix all the bugs so big, even Australia doesn't want them. So on the 11th of June we had an 11-hour long maintenance to release the big summer update. Then only a day after, a massive 26-hour long emergency maintenance. Then another 4-hour emergency maintenance on the 14th, and then again a 7-hour long update on the 18th to resolve some issues, but also introduce new issues. This game has been offline for almost 2 full days since the update went live, and things are still a mess. You know, the worst thing is that MapleStory actually reached a new all-time player high after the update, and then people are getting this really bad experience after turning to the game with all these bugs and issues. It's really such a shame. And it's not just non-critical bugs, like there are some pretty funky bugs going on, including one critical bug with the compensation box. You see, after the 26-hour long maintenance, we all got a pretty decent compensation box containing 2 level up potions and a lot of other items. However, we were supposed to get another compensation box for that 4-hour long emergency maintenance that was done on the 14th on the weekend, but somehow, somewhere, someone messed up and used, what I assume, the same box that everyone had claimed already for the 26-hour maintenance. They used that same box again. So no new reward box, but the rewards in the existing box were replenished, sort of. Like, I was pretty surprised when I saw 10 level up potions in the box that I already opened, and I claimed 2 of those potions before, but not all the rewards were refreshed, though I just suddenly had 10 level up pots. So a few issues here. I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to get 10 level up potions, but also Nexon didn't exactly communicate what we were supposed to get. They just said, yeah, you get compensation box, enjoy. So Nexon has since disabled the box and we can't open it anymore, great. But there also are rewards in there that I would like to have used. It also doesn't help that the box expires tomorrow, and because I claimed the potions before the box got sealed off, I still have them and still could make use of this bug. If it was a bug, because again, I don't know if we're supposed to get this. Well, I guess you can now call me bug abuse then. So we need a compensation for the first compensation box that I now didn't fully get to use, and we would need a compensation box for the one that we never got, and then perhaps also a compensation for the FOMO trauma that I have now from not being able to use my first box, and it's expiring tomorrow. And to make things worse, and at least this one is pretty funny from my perspective, item burning stopped working. This is a special event where you can grow special event items by defeating bosses, and I assume the reason why it stopped working was because in MapleStory Korea, where this event is ported over from, this event actually ended there on the 18th of June, which happened to be the same date that the event stopped working for us. Coincidence? I think not. Someone probably forgot to change the end date of that event, which is such a small oversight with big consequences, you can only kind of laugh that it happened. Thankfully, the event was quickly turned on again this morning, but now there are new issues as players' their progress was reset if they made any yesterday. Some issues are just never ending. And those are just some of the things that are happening. We still have missing NPCs causing players not to be able to keep progressing. If you teleport to Ord on a non-Sia, you won't be able to leave, so be careful. And there's so many more issues. Not all are as pressing, but also some are. Like I heard some people are still experiencing a lot of lag, disconnects and black screens. And come on, Nexon, if you're gonna tease the return of Singapore, at least make me able to go there. And I know it's very easy to say like, ugh, this dev team sucks. But keep in mind that the GMS team is still relatively new and has to work with a 20-year-old spaghetti game. Devs are also people, and they are the same people that have been working day and night to get the game back up. The thing is though, MapleStory just really needs more QA and longer QA periods. More bug hunting, more bug fixing, and like a process for double checking to prevent issues that are very easy to spot, like the item burning event end date. Have someone check all the event dates and make sure they're correct. Have someone check all the new systems to make sure that they actually work in the heroic server. And make sure there is enough time for the team to also fix the bugs. And honestly, I would rather have a week with less events or even no events and a delayed update than all those exploits and bugs happening in the first week. We don't know how many issues were actually already spotted and fixed before the update went live, like it could have been a lot worse. But if it takes 26 hours of non-stop emergency maintenance directly after an 11-hour update to fix critical issues, then the update should never have been pushed to live on that date in the first place. Like, I get it. Update targets, revenue targets need to be met, so updates need to go out when they're scheduled to go out. But updates are also part of your marketing, Nexon, and it's the worst kind of advertisement to release a broken update that everyone had really high hopes for. Perhaps the GMS team should also invest in a public test server. I realize that this means even more work for the probably already stressed out devs, but in the end it's a cost-efficient way to get the game QA'd even more by people that actually play it. If the team also keeps an eye out for any exploits that might be found but not reported by checking the in-game data, that would also help prevent anyone with ill intentions abusing the test client like that, you know. But then again, a public test client would only work if there actually is enough time to fix all the bugs. Sorry for the big rant, I guess this has been a bit of a returning topic after every big update. Were you affected by these by the many issues, and what do you think of next on not punishing players who abuse some bugs like the hyperburning Sias, or that one creator, that guy called Coppersan, who is like abusing 10 level up potions? Don't worry though, they're still chilling in my inventory. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you think Nexon should fix this? And because, you know, we're all mad that it happened, but I don't know, it just keeps happening. And that's all I had for today. Thank you for listening to my rant. Nexon, learn from your mistakes, please. And as always, special thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Special thanks to Niels de Comic, Rama Waar, Sebastian Hanoi, Kaudi Mora, Wine Lee, Backspace OTI, Ziggy Deer, Flidiot, Knifesu, Cloudfix, Michael Mejaka, Ratius, Betrayal 1489, Silvio Nato, Striker Elk, Ricer RU, Max Bernhardt, The Passenger, Scotty Flies Fast, Only, Spatsty, Snafu Pop, Dewey Tran, Connie Wu, Domikirch Nehammer, Dex Zoo, Dante Victory, The Wolf Drake, Lord Fazil, Mathenu Dev, Tails Kurspet, DVNCA, and Schwandro. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and happy maintenancing!